The Universal Design Online Content Inspection Tool, better known as UDOIT, helps faculty identify and resolve accessibility barriers in web courses at UCF. Using UDOIT helps faculty adhere to UCF's digital accessibility policy by scanning the course, generating a report, and providing guidance to fix common accessibility barriers. You can access UDOIT from the navigation menu in your course or through faculty tools. If the link does not appear in your course navigation, go to Settings, then Navigation. Enable UDOIT by clicking the three dots and selecting Enable, or by dragging and dropping UDOIT into the top list. Scroll down and click Save. Each time you launch UDOIT, it immediately begins scanning your course content. The first time you run this scan, it may take some time. UDOIT will identify barriers in announcements, assignments, discussions, pages, and quizzes. Once the scan is complete, click Get Started. Once UDOIT has finished scanning, you will see your accessibility summary. This page will provide you with all the information you need to get started resolving barriers, and will also allow you to track your progress easily. Known barriers are limitations that prevent people with disabilities from reading, understanding, or interacting with course content. These should be resolved first, as they will most likely directly affect users. Potential barriers may create accessibility barriers depending on context. These should be reviewed and then resolved if necessary. UDOIT cannot automatically scan files saved in your course, but under Review Files, it provides guidance to help you review them along with tools to replace them if necessary. At any point, you can rescan the course by clicking on the Rescan button on the summary page. Select Resolve to begin. Barriers can be sorted by priority, content type, and module. Choose a barrier to fix. If you need additional information, select Learn More to see who is affected by this barrier, the issues it can cause, and best practices to avoid it in the future. Different barriers require different user feedback before they can be resolved. Some will require you to enter text, others to pick a color, and some to select between valid options. If you wish to go to the actual course page to make changes, click on the page title link in the top right. In this first example, the font color used lacks sufficient contrast. You can make the change in UDOIT by selecting another color or using the sliders to adjust the relative lightness or darkness of each color, as well as an auto-adjust background button that moves sliders for the background color until they reach an acceptable contrast ratio. You will see the changes in the preview window to the right. When you are finished, click Save, and the changes will be saved in your course. Alternative text, or alt tags, is another common barrier identified by UDOIT. Alt text is essential for people who use screen readers to navigate the web. Without it, these users would miss out on the visual information conveyed by images. When giving students instructions, avoid relying on visual cues such as location, shape, or size. Instructions or directions like click the link at the bottom of the page or read the passage in the green box can create barriers for people using different devices or layouts. UDOIT can flag potentially problematic wording, but you'll still need to review it to decide whether the instructions should be revised. If you have reviewed a barrier and determined it does not present an accessibility barrier, you can check the No Changes Needed box and then click Save. UDOIT will not list this barrier again on future scans. Descriptive links tell people where they're going, making them easier to use and understand. Instead of generic phrases like click here or the actual URL, descriptive links use concise, meaningful text to show a link's destination. Visit reports to view the most common barriers in your course. It will also track your progress in removing accessibility barriers. This information can be helpful as you continue to create and add content to your future courses. The settings page offers a few options to enhance your experience using UDOIT. This page also lists information about its current version changes and the team's future goals. At this time, UDOIT cannot automatically scan files such as Word or PDF documents, but it can help you see which files are being used in your course and walk you through fixing common barriers like heading styles and formatting, alt tags, and the misuse of tables. Microsoft and Acrobat also have built-in accessibility checkers to help make your documents accessible. Currently, UDOIT is fully supported in English and Spanish. The evolution of this tool is ongoing, and new features will continue to be added regularly. Thank you for watching this video on the Universal Design Online Content Inspection Tool. Removing accessibility barriers is an ongoing process, not a one-time project. UDOIT helps you track your progress and make steady improvements. Please contact your instructional designer or Webcourses UCF support for additional help.